The tab Telebet 0861 000 822 maiden juvenile plate for fillies over 1,000 metres is the start of the second race now, and have a look at what we're going to do in our bipot. There are a couple of unknowns. They're first timers. Both are hot. Starting with Daryl first and talk about these babies. I'm not sure what you know, but there seems to be quite a bit of activity in the market.
Yes, Clyde, it's Wednesday morning now, and I've been hearing about both these first timers since Monday. Touching on number one, call me when you need me.
Yep.
The word is out, she's above average. Unfortunately, neither have got comments in the front of the computer form. Her dam won 2 races, 1,200 and a mile. And then the 5, leaving Las Vegas. The dam won one race of 1,000. She's a half-sister to King of Venus, trained by Sean Terry. Watch the marker closer to race time. I can't add anything other than that.
Okay. Well, as you quite rightly said, it's Wednesday, and on Wednesday at 10 o'clock Wednesday morning, number 1, Call Me When You Need Me is 22 to 10, and number 5, Leaving Las Vegas is 5 to 2. First time is Darren Burrows, so what have you heard?
I haven't heard anything, Clyde. A nice race to watch. To bet, I'm not too sure. I think I'll just follow the market. The eye-catching pedigree for me was number 5, Leaving Las Vegas, a Rafif out of a Trippy mare and Tony Peter. So if I had to go on breeding, I would go for number 5. But let's just watch the race and enjoy it.
Okay, that will do, but we're going to have to take a bipot as well, Darren. So here it is. Recommended race number 2 on the card. Daryl's worked one out. He's going both of the babies, 1 and 5. By 1, 2, 4. By bank of the 1 later on. He's bankering Marigold Hotel. Field later. And then bank of the 6, Celestial City. And 2, 7, 8, and 9. Place accumulator time now. Let's get on to that. Race number 3, Slinky Mapimpi is 5 to 10, odds on favourite. Last one was a solid performance. Number 2, Fast Duty, 7 to 1 as the second favourite in the race, Darren, but does appear to be a one-horse race from a market and performance perspective, I suppose.
Absolute one-horse race, Clyde. I was wishing this race was part of the pick 6 because we could have opened with a banker, but definitely part of your doubles and all to comes. He should come home lonely.
Yeah, Malek won again, Time Together won again. So the form's strong, and Slinky Mapimpi unlucky, it switched all the way across to end up on the far inside of the track that day, making up the ground. Anything that you're worried about here?
Second run after arrest. The fact that he's run second on all 3 occasions. I don't know if he just enjoys the second box. But on form, Clyde, he is a penalty kick. Am I going to be rushing out and taking his current price? No. Will I be back in Fast Duty for a place? Yes. I think it is a safer bet because I do expect them to fight it out, and I do have a preference for Slinky Mapimpi. You touch on the 2 winners from that form line, Clyde. There are also 2 other winners indirectly. Okay. Brave Viking, a very nice horse trained by Joey Soma, and Celtic Rumours, well above average filly. So yes, on paper, much stronger form lines. Fast Duty is better than his recent form. He's been tugging terribly in his latest 2 starts. He drops in trip, which will be favourable. Will I be shocked to see Fast Duty beat Slinky Mapimpi? No.
All right, so you're not making this a good thing. Let's have a look at place accumulators then. It's quite interesting. Daryl has, whilst at the end of the day not making it a good thing, he is certainly bankering Slinky Mapimpi in the PA, as he is number 1 Marigold Hotel in the next leg by field, by bank of the 6 Celestial City, by 2, 7, 8, 9, by 1, 4, and 7, by 1 and 8. So this is a Pinnacle Stakes. It's a run over 1,600 metres. It's for the fillies and mares, a small field of 7 runners that line up on the Wednesday anyway. And look at the market in terms of what the latest is. Number 1, Marigold Hotel, does top the boards at 3 to 1. Second choice, number 2, Hollywood Bound, is, it's joint at 3 to 1. And then Supreme Quest, number 3, is 33 to 10. So quite a few in here. PAs, I know you bank at Marigold, Daryl.
Yes, Clyde, I'm happy to bank her. You know, have a look at the best weighted column. I know she's not slunging over here, but she is 1 pound or half a kilogram best in. I like the fact that this race is over a mile, Clyde. I think her best form is certainly over a mile. Go back to that Ipitombi run when she ran 4th behind Give Me a Shot. Have a look at the weight she gave away to Give Me a Shot. She's a cracking filly. She gave her 7 kilograms.
Yeah.
So that was a decent effort. She's well weighted over here. I know on paper there's very little separating herself and Hollywood Bound. But the fact that that race was run over 14:50 and now is a mile, and I think Marigold Hotel's a better miler, I have to favour her. Also, from a one draw, she should certainly get the run of the race. So for me, I'm bankering her, Marigold Hotel.
Okay, she's got Calvin Habib in the saddle now, does Marigold Hotel. So that's the one to beat from your side. Darren, let's chat to you about this Pinnacle Stakes. So Marigold Hotel, one of the better weighted horses in this Pinnacle Stakes. What do you like?
I have a lot of respect for this filly's Supreme Quest. Now, this filly is very capable on a day, and she's starting to show glimpses of a form return. 4 lengths out of the darkness, 2 lengths under your spell. If showing further improvement, I think she'll be right there. Marigold Hotel, I think she'll also be right there. So 1 and 3 are my first 2 choices, followed by Hollywood Bound and Queen of Shadows.
Yeah, well, I suppose Supreme Quest has been in the company of late. The company of Under Your Spell, Humdinger, Clafouti. Those are fair sorts. All right, well, what are we going to do? It's a pick 6, Darren. We need to get one now. Let's get this on the go. Here's our pick 6 today, where Darren is recommending 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 in the first leg, by 2, 3, 6, and 7. Then bankering the one horse Total Protection. Daryl Marie, on the other hand, is bankering Celestial City in other exotics. Interesting race. Then 2, 4, 7, 8, 9. Then Field, and at the back he's got 1, 5, and 8. It becomes a little more trickier now. Why? Because we're at the 66 level. It's a handicap. It's over the mile. And from a market perspective, you can go 4 to 1 the Field here. Darren, as open as they come, I guess. What's your first choice?
I like to see this horse Oyster King back to best last time out. He's very capable on his day, and he's better over a mile. So for him to run second over 2,000, I thought that was a solid effort. He will be my first choice over horses like Time for That, Wandering Star, and Parker Getrix.
Okay, so they have to go into the play. Time for That, as I understand it, has now been scratched. It's not running. So number 6, Time for That's been taken out. So that's an update. We're doing this on Wednesday. That's why we can make these announcements. So that's been taken out. Daryl?
Sorry.
No?
No. Next. Move on to the next race, please.
This is the race where you went. Did you go Field in Bipot here? Was this the race?
In the PA, Clyde.
The PA.
Yes. I'll tell you something.
Sure.
I am guaranteed to treble up. If not,
no, well,
if the favourite runs a place, I'll quadruple
and you can
up
go
because
4
of the
runners.
But I'm certain to treble up over here. I'm happy with that.
The traditionalists, you know, the old timers, the Arthur Cooley, all those old, if they saw you go Field in the PA, you know what they'd do with you? You know what they'd do with you?
Clyde, you know what? If I had to say one horse that caught my eye last time out was Barmaid. She moved up, but it was at the 800-metre mark, and that stable's not quite there yet.
Yeah.
But she has come down further in the rating. Clyde, I don't like the look of the race. I don't want to touch on horses that that people might have a bet on, and because I'm touching on them, I don't like the look of the race.
Oh, you don't like the look of it? All right. Well, it's a nice quartet to catch. And there's another jackpot opportunity here. So in this, well, there you go. No surprise Field. By Banker 6, by 2, 7, 8, 9, by Field. Here's a handicap at the 84 level. Interesting race. Total Protection fancied by one of our tipsters and Celestial City fancied by the other. I'm going to start with Darren Burrows. Let's talk about Total Protection. I mean, that last start just did not jump. Spoke to Andrew and Ash Fortune about it, and they themselves are very confused. And just a reconfirmation that Total Protection's current gallop or latest jump and gallop and all good. They're quite happy, Darren. So what do we make of it now? We got old thumbs or what?
Well, we got to take our chances, Clyde, because if he jumps, he'll win in reverse. That's how good he is compared to this Field. Third in the London News Stakes. He was thrown in the deep end, out at the weights completely, and he ran behind the Summer Cup winner, Perta Manzano. Last time out, just refused to jump, and a lot of people did their money. But in this type of company, he's only giving Celestial City 6 kilos. And to me, Celestial City, he's been very disappointing. When asked a question, he just stays on the same pace. And he's back a week later. I wouldn't bring a horse back a couple of days later. I thought he would need at least 3 weeks between runs. That would have been ideal. So let's hope Total Protection jumps and that he wins.
Okay, interesting race. Your version of it. I mean, don't say it'll win in reverse because you know what happened last time.
Yeah. No. Clyde, I respect Total Protection. You know, he does have the stronger form, and Celestial City has certainly been disappointing. But I just think that 6 kilograms is a lot of weight. And yeah, you got a horse by Silvano, obviously improving. Clyde, I can tell you something. Last time out, he ran above his rating. I know he was very disappointing. But Son of Raj was making his debut for Weyer. We don't know how much that horse had actually improved. And that stable's also in cracking form. They were well clear of the balance. I think with 55 kilograms, now that he's going 2,000 meters, I think he's going to get first run on his biggest danger. So I've taken my chances. We had loggerheads over here, Darren versus myself. He's gone for Total Protection. I'm going for Celestial City. Would I be shocked to see Top Sail win? No. So I've just, Clyde, we have to nail our colours to the mast. And I think Celestial City, off his current rating, he's better than that.
Okay. I'm taking sides.
What are you?
You
on Total,
sides.
eh?
I am.
Okay. How's your form? How's your form lately?
I'm out of form. But I mean, Celestial had it on the plate.
He did.
On the second favourite dropped the rider at 18 or 15 or whatever mark. Poor guy's still recovering from his knee. Remember that?
Did I say he was very disappointing last night?
Yeah, you did. But for me, that's what I'm worried about. And Total Protection does seem to be very well at the moment.
He is a nice horse.
All right, Daryl, let's see how it goes. Darren Burrows, Daryl Marie. Well, Darren Burrows says Total Protection. Daryl Marie says Celestial City. Now we get into a little stronger company. It's 96 level handicap. It's over 1,000 meters. Interesting race this. And from a betting perspective on Wednesday, Darren, number 2, Sheldon, 3-1. Number 8, Windwater, 7-2. And number 9, Ntomba Wawazi is at 7-2. 5-1 and better about the others. Well, a horse like Set to Go is 5-1. I've been impressed with Windwater, Darren. What have you made of it?
I don't think the drop-in trip's ideal for Windwater. I know the blinkers are going on, but I think he's a 1,200-meter horse. I like Ntomba Wawazi. Last time out, very unlucky. They squeezed him at a crucial stage, and I think he would have just about won. So the fact that Set to Go was a short head behind him, I think he'll confirm that form and beat Set to Go this time around. I would include 2, 4, 7, 8, and 9 into your play, but preference for number 9.
Okay. So you've got a couple going. Your side, Daryl?
Yeah, I think Sheldon's in cracking form, Clyde. He has to be
looked very well last time, Sheldon.
What about that one draw? How's that going to pan out? His stable companion has got the blinkers on for the first time. Perhaps that sharpens him up over 1,000 meters. He's in cracking form. Ntomba Wawazi can't fault him recently. Set to Go finish right alongside with him. I think 4 hopefully will suffice, Clyde. This filly, Lucy English, on her day, she can really go with the best of them. She races well fresh, but she certainly comes with issues. So watch her move down to the start. But I think the horses that are race ready and in racing fitness and in good form will be enough up here. So for me, 2, 7, 8, and 9.
All right, there are a few that have certainly got chances. Interesting to see how it's going to pan out. And here's the recommendation then for race number 7. It's a pick 3 opportunity. And Daryl's going those horses that are on the screen at the moment. We're going on to now race number 8 on the card. I'm going to talk about that in a moment. I want to talk to Daryl Marie and Darren Burrows quickly, put them on the spot here about the first leg of the Triple Crown and perhaps the Tiara, which comes up on Saturday. So it'll be very interesting. We're doing this on Wednesday, but early markets got Shoemaker at 33-10, Daryl. East Coast 5-1. I mean, these are horses that now want to go and win the Triple Crown, right? What ultimately can win the Derby is the question. What will stay? Royal Victory 11-2. Anfield's around 8-1. Isn't that a good price? Early?
Could be. I don't know. Many were saying that he's a better sprinter, Clyde. I see he was nominated in the sprints on the same day, and they opted for that. But I don't know, Clyde. Royal Victory with the blinkers was very impressive. And he hasn't travelled. So if I had to stick my neck out right now, I'd say Royal Victory. But I don't know, Clyde. We at the Vaal on Thursday.
No, I know we are. But I just want to ask the question about these races because we're looking forward to the Saturday race meeting. And Darren Burrows, whilst we're on it, I want to ask you about the fillies version, where Give Me a Shot is 16 to 10 at the moment. Seems a decent sort. Feather Boa 5 to 1, 10 to 1 bar 2, but it's early days, Darren.
Clyde, can you tell me what draw Give Me a Shot is drawn?
I can pull that up for you. Well, Darren will put it up for you in a moment, but we'll give it to you in a second. But does seem to be quite decent, eh? Give Me a
She's
Shot.
top class. She's top class, and I think she'll take a power of beating. I just haven't studied the card yet.
Oh, what's that drawn? I can't see from my eyes are bad. What
11.
drawn?
She
11.
drew
Thank
11.
you. All right, drew 11, I suppose. But it's a mile at Turpentine, so
She goes forward.
And yeah, she's got speed. So you're rating that, Darren, the one to beat, eh?
Yes, but I still have to study the card.
No, I understand. I just wanted to get some hype around it and talk about this great weekend that we're looking forward to. The Triple Crown and Triple World Sports Betting, Wilgeborgsdrift coming to the party, and it's always a wonderful time of the year. All right, let's get back to the Vaal on Thursday. I'm sorry I took up all of your time about that, but I wanted to just get to the bottom of it. Let's talk about the next race on the card here now. And right now, Cold Fact, who won unexpectedly last time, Darren, at 12, is currently 12 to 10.
Clyde, I wouldn't be rushing out to take 12 to 10 about a filly that won at any price last time out, first run back. It's her second run after a lengthy layoff. She picked up an 8-point penalty. A repeat of that last performance, I mean, she could go very close. But I've actually played the field in the pick 6. I'm looking for a bit of a result. I thought Silver Winter's alive. Midnight Gem dropping in trips going to suit her. I made it more open than what the betting suggests.
Okay, so you've got a few lined up. Daryl, your version?
Yeah, that's a crazy price. She's not a 12 to 10 shot. No, Clyde, she bolted up last time out, and the word was out that, well, even in the computer form, she would need the run.
Yeah, they never expected her to win, as I understand.
Fitter. She should have come on from that run, but really, there's no value about her.
That's the horse she backed in the second. What ran second there again?
Celtic Rumours.
Celtic, yeah.
Still haven't recovered from that. But, Clyde, yes, she could certainly follow up on that. But she does meet Golden Aspen, 4 kilograms worse off. There's a filly of here, Rockets Regular, who, since they've changed tactics with her, she's in good form. I mean, far from disgraced in the Swallow Stakes.
Yeah.
She'll be doing her best work late if they adopt similar tactics.
All right.
And then the 5 Silver Winters got a lot in her favour. All I'm saying is if you do like Cold Fact, wait until race time, you'll get better odds.
Okay. Interesting. Let's put the selections up. It's the second last of the afternoon. Daryl's gone the last double. Quite a few runners, the ones that he's mentioned, and he's going 1 and 8 at the back. Just Little Miss Moneybags and number 8 on the card that he makes the biggest stage, and Mabaneg. Ninth and final, let's get through the race, talk about what we fancy here. We're top of the boards. Number 1, Little Miss Moneybags, 5 to 2. Number 5, Defender of Rights, 5 to 2, so they're joint. And number 2, Second Breath, 6 to 1. Darren, let's talk. I kind of rate Little Miss Moneybags a little. I think that she's going to get better as she gets more racing her way and as she even goes further.
Yes, Clyde. You know, she's got a massive reputation. And her penultimate start when stepped up in trip, she won very comfortably. She absolutely took off past There She Goes. And last time out, they dropped her in trip, which I don't think was ideal. So back up to 1,200, even though she's got the 61 kilos, hard to beat. I saw a bit of value in Mabaneng. Now, she's 5.5 kilos better off at the weights for a 5-length beating by Little Miss Moneybags, and her ratings tumbled. So 1 and 8, followed by Defender of Rights for third.
Okay. Mabaneng, what price is that at the moment? Mabaneng, 12 to 1, double digits. You also put that in your PAs and pick 3s and all that, right?
That's too big.
What's that?
That's very generous.
Oh, okay.
What is she getting?
What about 2 to 1 a place?
7.5 kilograms. And more importantly, Clyde, Little Miss Moneybags, they've changed tactics. They've opted to give her a chance in her races now. She needs cover. So yes, she's giving weight and start to a filly like Maboneng, who's 5.5 kilograms better off, and she's got the better draw. So I think at those odds, I'd certainly be favouring Maboneng. For a rating of 61, SK for Sean Terry, you know, when SK gets given a bone from Sean Terry, he's going to make the best of it, Clyde. So currently, the way the market's been structured, the 8 represents a value.
I just think that...
I just want to touch on Little Miss Moneybags. Clyde, when she's good, she's very good. Like in her penultimate start, you couldn't have been more impressed with the foot.
Yeah.
So last time out, disappointing.
She did them a favour over 1,000 metres first time out by winning.
Yes.
To be honest. She won the 1,200.
Yes.
Too short last time.
Yes.
And I think over this distance, she's a massive runner. But I respect your Maboneng, and it's 2-1 a place Maboneng at the moment, by the way. Just so that you know.
Yummy.
Yummy. Right, let's get on. What we're doing in the last, we're going Little Miss Moneybags from Darren's perspective. Darren also found value, by the way, in 8 Maboneng, as has Daryl Marie. That takes care of Weighted to Win, everybody. We look forward to the big one this weekend. The first leg of the Triple Crown and Triple Tiara comes Saturday.